The same guy that sang this indie hit
Counting all different ideas.
is the same guy that sang
I'm a high school lover.
That's Thomas Mars, and he worked with the French duo Air to create the soundtrack for the Virgin Suicides. It all started when director Sofia Coppola was inspired to make her first film after Thurston Moore from Sonic Youth gave her a book about 5 sisters living in a Detroit suburb with strict religious parents. While she was working on scenes for the film, she was listening to Air's Moon Safari album, one that I love, which is a certain kind of vibe, and she reached out to Brian Retzel, who she already knew, who was drumming with Air on their Moon Safari tour. It all started to make sense to bring them in to do the soundtrack, and so she did. Good move, Sophia. Quick niche side quest, if you're into synth pop or love the band Jellyfish, Brian Retzel was in a short-lived one-album project called TV Eyes with Jason Faulkner and Roger Joseph Manning Jr. of Jellyfish. Getting back on track, initially Air was going through scenes of the movie and writing music specifically for them, but they later decided that they wanted each song to stand on their own. Air wrote every song on the soundtrack, but for Playground Love, they brought in fellow Frenchman Thomas Mars of the band Phoenix, and he is credited as a third writer for the song. Thomas also did the vocals and drums for the track under the code name Gordon Tracks. Brian Retzel played drums on a handful of the other songs. The soundtrack did very well, with Pitchfork placing it at number 4 of best movie scores of all time. Random side note, Sofia Coppola would end up marrying Thomas Mars a few years after Virgin Suicides came out. Thanks for watching and following. Much love, subscribers. Cheers.